Tom Holland earned a Guinness Book of World Records title as the youngest actor to play a role in the Marvel Universe. But how, despite massive success at a very young age, did he stay normal under the daunting scrutiny of the spotlight? It is no secret that many young actors were destroyed by fame. We hear different stories of scandalous behaviors, rebellious ways, and even substance use. So to see Tom Holland get past these and, well, actually close to becoming a real-life superhero.
Actor Tom Holland, who plays the new Spider-Man, has come to the aid of a fan in real life.
I was probably about here, getting crushed by 6-foot-tall men.
That's when Holland leaped into his Spidey character.
It's okay, I got you.
You can't help but wonder what saved him from the dangers of becoming a young celebrity. Some say that maybe he had it easy, but actually, it's the opposite. Before Tom got to play prestigious roles, he first had to learn how to stand up for his unmanly interests. Yes, he loved ballet dancing and gymnastics. I mean, just look at him dancing. And when he was younger, he grew up witnessing other kids peeking through windows, laughing at him while he was dancing. But what used to give him funny looks gave him a huge advantage in becoming Spider-Man. It helped him, especially during the screen testing with Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr.
Do I need to do that? I know we're on different teams. I just don't want to be disrespectful to you.
Surrender.
Wait. Whoa, that thing does not obey the laws of physics.
And even though Tom mistakenly took Robert Downey Jr. for his stuntman,
I go up to him, I shake his hand, nice to meet you, and I'm starting to panic, right? I'm like, oh my god, this is Robert Downey Jr. Did they do something to your face on camera? Like, you don't look the same. And then Robert then walked in.
he still got the role and heard the news in a very unusual way.
And said, I've got some great news, you're going to be Spider-Man. I was like, I know, Kevin, you put it on Instagram.
Now it's time to answer the question: what made him not lose himself as the youngest ever Marvel superhero? It is the right people around him, the support and mentoring he received from other Marvel casts. When asked how he prepared for overwhelming fame,
I guess, the only way to prepare is to ask people like Chris, what did you do and what would you have done differently, or how should I approach this?
Chris Hemsworth gave me some really good advice after we shot Heart of the Sea. Just make sure you keep your feet on the ground and you don't let this affect you. You keep your family and your friends close.
aside from Chris Hemsworth, Tom and Robert Downey Jr.'s relationship is one of a kind.
But then Robert gave me some very sound advice and said, look, I felt exactly the same as you did when I did my test for Iron Man. But just relax, let your body take over, and if it's meant to be, it'll happen.
He is surrounded by people who supported and guided him all the way. And Tom acknowledges that if it weren't for them, he wouldn't have made it this far. Truth is, we often delude ourselves by lone superhero image, but all superheroes have help. None of them are able to save the day on their own, and it is exactly the same with an everyday life. We need the right people around us. May this story remind us of the importance of good friends who more often than not truly make us the best versions of ourselves.